Yeah, I mean, listen, there's a lot of guys with a lot of experience. This, September practices are kind of same. So yeah, we kind of talk with the guys, and now we see a bigger group of guys, and wanted to get a little flow out there, and obviously scrimmage because I think no better practice than scrimmage and actually see it in a full high speed. So.
How different does this year feel? Obviously, Marshy was the captain the last couple of years. Before that, Bergie. Before that, Z.
Listen, it's day one. It's pretty much day one. You see the guys and hang out. So obviously it's good to see and yeah, it's different. But at the same time, if you look at the big picture, it's the same. It's always the leadership in this organization. It's not one guy, and it's been always a group decision, group of leaders, and we have a bunch of new guys and some experienced guys and guys that been in the league for a while. So obviously that leadership group, is gonna play itself in time. But at September 1st, I think everybody kind of worry about being 100% ready to go and for training camp, and obviously the season didn't end the way we wanted it, and we all know and are aware that it's unacceptable for an organization like this. So the training camp is going to be hard, and we know it. So like I said, I think mentally as of now, as day one, you just try to settle in. A bunch of guys travel from Europe, getting the time change, so it's very important to make sure you make everybody feel welcome, and like I said, get ready for hard work ahead of us.
David, I assume you've talked to Marco Sturm. What were your thoughts on the hiring, and what have your conversations with him been like so far?
Yeah, so far, unfortunately, it was just a phone calls because obviously I was in Europe and just got back here last week and haven't had the chance to meet him eye to eye. So very excited. Obviously he's been in this organization. He knows what's it all about, and I'm super pumped and, like I said, excited to get to know him, not just as a coach but as a person as well, and which I think is important. And I had some great phone calls, so excited.
Did you feel like it was important for you to be back here for day one of captain's practice?
It's definitely not the only reason. There's obviously have a family now, and there's might be moving, so there's a lot of things played out. Never used to be here this early, so that is new for me as well. Usually longer in Europe, but had a great family time in the summer, and really excited to be back and happy to work out that I'm here this early.
Have you been meeting anyone for the first time here, or did you know like Arvidsson already, or?
Like I said, it was day one. Like I've been here since last week, but most of the guys, that's when the September kicks in. That's when the guys start coming in. So, very excited to see everybody. We have some common friends with Arvi, for example, but obviously he's spent a lot of time in Sweden, but I think he's from different area than where I used to spend my time. So, pretty much met everybody first time today.
One of the guys they brought in was Matej Blumel, who said that you were pretty helpful in him coming here. What do you know about him? I know you guys were on the Worlds together in 22, but what do you know about Matej?
Yeah, like you said, at the Worlds, he had the 22. I think it was in Finland. That's kind of first time we really met. He's a really nice guy and a hard-working guy. We work out in the same gym this summer in Prague, so his work ethic is there, and I'm really happy for the season he had last year. It's something he's been, I think, in my opinion, able to do that. It just took him a little bit longer till last year. So excited that he's coming to our group, and can't wait to see him and see where his game is, because like I said last time, I saw him on the ice before at the Worlds.
The expectations and sort of the makeup of the team are very different this year than they've been here for most of your career. How do you then approach this season?
The expectations is always same here. You play for Regional 6, they are very high, and they will always be here. So whoever is going to dress up in October, it's going to be a competitive team, and that's the one message we're going to have, and we won't accept what happened last year. So like I said, the team that's going to dress up October, we're going to be very competitive.
There's no captain, but you and Charlie are obviously kind of the leaders in the room. How do you say your guys' leadership styles play off each other?
Uh, yeah, I mean, we are a little different, but at the same time, kind of same. You know, we've been around some great leaders for same amount of time. You know, we both grew a lot, so you know, I'm excited. Like I said, seeing Chucky make the growth he did. You know, not as a player, but as a human being and leadership. So excited for that. But at the same time, it's never been about one guy here, and I know it might have seemed like it many years before that, but you know, with guys like Berg and Z, it was always a group decision, you know, and that's bringing me back to the first question when I said, like, you know, it's going to be a group of leaders here, and our main focus is to bring the team together and be competitive every single night.
David, you only had that conversation with Marco. Did you get a sense of how he wants to play, how he wants to use you?
Like I said, I haven't got the chance to meet him eye to eye. So the phone calls, you know, during summer was more like congratulate him on being named head coach, and I didn't get much to the hockey stuff. You know, obviously he had a lot going on, and he's also from Europe, right? So traveling a lot. So can't answer that to you right now. Like I said, excited to meet him. And
yeah, it's always different with a new coach, right? A new guy comes in, teams, guys have to adapt. There'll be a lot of guys in this room who really have to sort of prove themselves to him. You don't have to do that. So what is it for you? Is it?
I mean, like, we all have to adapt, right? Like in a life and in the professional sport, the hockey is getting faster. So you have to adapt no matter who you are. For me, no difference. I will have to adapt. You know, might be new style, might be new D zone, might be new system. So you never know. You always have to adapt. You can, you know, you sit still, your train's gonna go away. So that's not just in this sport, but it's in life as well. So I think with all the respect, you're wrong. I think we all have to adapt, you know, and see what's
Do you find that exciting?
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's a new challenge, and I think challenges are exciting.
David, how was training for you this summer?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I mean, spent most classic half and half Czech and Sweden, mostly July in Czech, doing my off-ice, and once I started going on the ice, I spent my time in August always in Sweden. I have a great group of guys there, so yeah, pretty much similar. Had to change it a little bit, obviously, as my age come clicking. So, but other than that, it was great.
David, how do you think you've grown as a leader?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I always try to grow as a human being overall, and you know, not really specifying that on just leadership, but just, you know, learning more about myself. Like I said, big challenge for me was when I had the hip surgery. Then I learned a lot from my body. So that's one example of, like, I try to take every situation to learn more about not just your body, but mentally, and how to, you know, communicate, how to act, and recognizing, you know, what I mean for younger kids, and trying to be example. So yeah, obviously, you know, nobody's perfect, and you know, just trying to, you know, be a good human being and be a good example.
Did you try anything new this summer? Golf, tennis, bike riding, swimming?
I did bike riding a lot, since I've done a lot of running for most of my career, playing tennis or just run overall, but you know, don't know if can run that much as I used to, you know, when I was 20 years old. So definitely tried biking in the woods a lot, and found it kind of excited. But obviously, you know, golf is a good relax and away from hockey. But to training, yeah, I would say probably one thing than real bicycle, and well, it's kind of cool.
The bike thing was trails?
Yes, yeah. On trails, yeah.
What does that do for you?
I like it, you know, get your quads stronger, I guess. You know, get your mind away from. It's better than being, you know, biking. Or for me, at least, I'm used to biking in the gym and staring down the carpet. So it was nice to, you know, have some nature around me.
Any of the Lindholms, the guys that you trained with in Sweden? You said you spent your skating in Sweden. Either of the
Yeah.
Lindholms in that group?
Yeah, no, they are from different part of Sweden, so quite far. I know me and Hampus missed each other a couple times in Sweden when he was up where I'm from, so that was unfortunate. But we were in contact pretty much all summer, so can't wait to see both Lindholms back, and excited to have them back.
And can I get a quick story of the shirt? Did you buy it yourself?
Honestly, I haven't even unpacked my luggage yet from Europe.
Okay.
So I think honestly this is from Barstool, so they'd be happy I'm wearing that probably.
Okay.
But yeah, so I haven't unpacked my luggage.
Okay, you rolled right in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That group in Sweden, I know it's Jesper, it's Willie. Who else is in that group?
Yeah, honestly, I remember 3-4 years ago we started. We were way less guided, and this year it was pretty much Swedish national team skating over there. So it's a really good group, and William's dad, Michael Nylander, is running the skates, and they are not easy. So for me, it's I'm lucky and happy that I can skate with them. Obviously, great friend with Willie, so and his brother Alex. So it's nice to spend summers with them and get some friendship done before the season starts always, and spend a lot of time on the ice together, and it's fun,
How was your summer?
It was really good, really good. Thank you so much.
How's it feel being back?
Good. Day one over here. Good skate today. Numbers are pretty good. We'll have more guys coming in the rest of the week, so I feel really good about getting everybody back early this year and getting to start putting this together.
How's the off-season training for you?
It was great. I was over at BU again. I've been there since I turned pro. I always have a great time working out there. We have a great group, and the silver lining of it all was I had a really long off season. I was able to start training right away, having not played in any games at the end of the year. So I've had a long off season, but I've got to do more than I've gotten to do since I turned pro. So. Finding the positives and everything, that was it, big time.
Charlie, you're in a leadership situation. You've been in one, but as that's grown, how much is that an active process for you thinking about getting better? Are you reading things, talking to people, learning things, or is it just your own personality? You just kind of go with that and lead to how it comes naturally?
I think it's, a little bit of everything. I think part of being a leader is you don't want to change too much of who you are. I think, all of us have been, selected to be a part of this leadership group moving forward for who we are, not who, they want us to be someone else. So I think we have to remember that. But that doesn't mean that we can't become better versions of ourselves, better hockey players, better people. So I think that's what we're striving to do. And yeah, to your point, there are certain outlets that you can use to try and get better at that, and I think we're pursuing quite a few of them.
Leadership for a long time here was kind of maintaining a certain level or building off of a level that you guys are trying to build back to a level now. Does it require a different type of leadership?
Maybe a different type of planning. I don't know about a different type of leadership. I think, maybe instead of just the rinse repeat of what it's been for a long time, like you alluded to, we have to try and build it back up. It's different. It's a completely different group. It's different individuals, so it's going to look different. But I guess mostly it's just a great opportunity, really, more than anything, to have that, sort of thrust on us to be responsible for it. I think it's something that we look at and we're excited about. We're not, see it as more of a daunting task. It's something that we're just honored to be trusted with that.
Do you
Go ahead, Rich.
Do you feel like at least to start it's going to be kind of by committee?
Yeah, I think it's going to be by committee. Absolutely to start. I think it's going to be by committee throughout, really. You can't do it alone. Maybe from the outside it looked like that was sort of it was Z and Bergie and them, but they leaned on everybody. I think the best groups tend to be the ones that get, you get it everywhere. You take a lot of that weight off your shoulders and you can put it on everybody else, and then the group's better for it. So I think absolutely we will be by committee, certainly to start, and I wouldn't be surprised throughout if we continue to bring people into the fold.
I take it you talked to Marco Sturm. What were your thoughts on the hiring, and what have your conversations with him been like so far?
Yeah, really good. I saw him earlier in the summer before he went back to Germany, and he was great to talk to. really excited. I think he has something to prove as first-time coach, and we have a lot to prove as a team here to getting back to our standard, getting back to a playoff hockey team. So we're all hungry.
Charlie, what was the process like for you to turn the page on last season and start to get excited for this one? Like, can you flip a switch, or was it more gradual?
No, it was pretty seamless. I was training since March, I guess. I was back on the ice in March. So I was working really hard, but you don't get the chance to play. So, you kind of build all the way up, and you're getting healthy. You see that's encouraging. But then you kind of just run out of runway. So I didn't get a chance to play. So I've been pretty hungry for a while. Like I said, I've been started training right away because I didn't have the 82 game rule that I needed to take some time off from. So I took about a week and a half, and then I was right into it. So I've had a long summer, but a great summer. I've used it to my advantage to have that time, and you get to this point, you're ready to go. It's been a long time since I've got a chance to play, so I'm really excited.
You get a sense from talking to Marco how you think he wants the team to play, how maybe he wants to tailor your game at all?
So those are the conversations that we'll have moving forward. That wasn't really what we talked about over the summer. But now that he's back and we're starting to see the coaches, get back in, I've gotten back in my first day today. I anticipate and look forward to talking to him about, things in that realm.
I was asking Nikita about that a little bit. He says, at a certain level, there's kind of no surprises from what a coach wants in terms of style. Given that you've played long enough, you see different systems. You feel that way, that it's sort of all familiar ground?
I think at this point, I get what he's saying. How much could really surprise you, because we played this game our whole lives and you've gotten to this point. Odds are you've played against it, or you've played maybe in it in some capacity on a team. Whatever it is, I have full faith and trust that the coaches will get us in the best position to play his style, and we'll tailor this team to get the most out of it.
As you guys do build back this culture this year, are there any aspects to it that you maybe want to change, or maybe just adjust, or to maybe modern times, or what you guys are going through at this point?
So, without getting too far into any of that, I think we kind of did stop and take an acknowledgement of it is a new day and age. We're trying to usher in a new group of guys that are from a different generation. So I don't think I feel like I'm aging myself, sorry. We're not that old, but the reality is it is a little bit different times. Maybe some of the things that went, and how we were molded by the group, in front of us is not necessarily how we can maybe reach the younger guys the best. So we're taking that into account, and I think you always got to just be learning on the fly. So we have great resources that are helping us try and put this together. So it's been nothing but exciting, in the meetings that we've had leading into the year.
When you've had 6 months sort of on this rebuild, rehab routine, there must be days there where you're saying, am I doing too much? Am I doing too little? Am I finding the right spot here? Am I right about that?
Yeah, for sure. It gets long. It really does. It was the longest one I've had since I turned pro. It almost felt like a college one where the season ends in April real early, and you have all that time. So I did a lot, naturally. I think finding the time to take off and find your deload weeks and your time to get away with the family. We did take some vacations, and that was fun. I think those are very beneficial in a summer that was as long as this. Truly, we really did have a great summer. It's just, we weren't overwhelmed with a lot. I said no to a lot because of the baby, but just me, Kylie, and him, and both our families, we were able to spend a lot of time. So it really was. It was a great summer on and off the ice.
Implement anything new? I asked Pasta this. He said he did some bike riding, sort of off in the wood bike riding stuff.
You found the bike?
Yeah.
I've done a little bit of everything. I went back to some stuff that I thought allowed me to have success. Coming off the heels of the shoulders the last few years, I was able to get back to working out in a capacity with just everything's on the table. There wasn't anything I couldn't do this summer. So for me, it was kind of getting back to that. You know, whenever you go in, and I've had these summers, these last few, where you go in and you got to stay away from something, or that doesn't feel too good. Like, you know, it's kind of just there. You know it, that you're not at 100%. And like, I got in this summer and I had a lot of time to get my body right, and you know, I was able to do everything in there. So for me, it was extremely beneficial from a mental standpoint, but from a physical standpoint too, to be able to just be back to what feels like normal. And I'm as healthy as I've been in a long time, and you know, you're able to train at a different level when you are.
I mean, I just came in, honestly. We had a coach, we had a drill, so I don't know. I wasn't involved at all.
Okay,
It's my first day here.
Okay.
How does it feel to be back?
Great, yeah. I mean, good to bring a family back. Kids are in school. Today is the first day, so it's exciting. Nice to see some guys in here, you know, get back to work. Yeah.
You talk about the hole-in-one?
I mean, sure.
What was the par 3? Was it
It was 183 front pin, but it was a blind shot, so I didn't really see it go in, so I had to walk in and I kind of assume it's in the hole. It was exciting. I mean, I know there's not a big odds to do that, especially for the beginner golfer like I am. So it was exciting to get it done.
What club do you use?
8-iron.
Okay.
Yeah, big boy.
How long have you been playing?
Since COVID, so 5-6 years. Yeah.
And what are your clubs?
Mizuno's. Yeah. What else do you need? My handicap, my credit card account number.
Sure.
Yeah. Next time.
Nikki, just how are you approaching this season? You know, obviously, kind of fresh start for everyone.
Well, I mean, obviously we didn't get it done last year, and it's unacceptable for this city and this club to not make playoffs. So we're just gonna redeem ourselves. We're gonna go back up there and do our job and make a playoffs this year. I think that's how we look. I mean, you got to take it step by step. I don't think you want to look in the future. You just you come here. You want to get ready for the camp. You want to have a good camp. You want to get to know all the guys. We're gonna have a lot of new faces in our room again this year. So kind of get a mojo going, get a chemistry going, and then we'll see from there. I mean, obviously, the main goal for us is to get back to the playoffs and show our fans, show the city what we can do. I know we're reading all what you guys writing, and it doesn't get passed in this room. So I think, obviously, being underdogs this year, being a team what nobody's putting anywhere even close to where we should be. So it's kind of putting extra chip on our shoulders for sure.
What has to happen for you to live up to your expectations, what you want, versus what people are saying on the outside?
For our team?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got to show it on the ice. We can talk whole day in here what we got to change, what we got to do, but we got to go up there and compete for the crest on their chest and for this team, for the city. So I mean, this organization, it's been setting the standards in professional sport all over this country, right, for such a long time. So I think there's a standard in here, and there's expectation from our fans, and we're just gonna go up there and play for our heart.
How much do you think having that 1 year under your belt will help you, just in the city and, you know, with the organization?
Yeah, I mean, it's more comfortable when you come in here. You already went through the training camp. You went through all the stuff off ice, and you know a lot of guys in the room. You know, you have a lot of friends already here. You know, when you switch teams, sometimes it takes time to get adjusted. So I think I'm past that thing. For me, it's more like just to be comfortable in my own skin for sure.
Did you like the way you finished up the season?
Yeah. I mean, I never bring my personal thing over the team thing, so it's hard for me to say, yes, I did, because we didn't make playoffs. So obviously I could have done better to help my team make playoffs. I could have scored 30 more goals. Maybe that would have helped my team to go in the playoffs. So I think I don't want to bring myself out of this. We didn't make playoffs, and we are a team, and it's not individuals in here, so I'm not going to say it like I liked it.
But did the way you played at the end of the season, is that a good building off point for you to best help the team be successful next year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously when I bring my A game, when I'm physical, when I'm hard to play against, that gives my team a better chance to win hockey games. Yeah, that makes sense.
You won't know for a couple of weeks how Marco wants the team to play, how Marco wants you to play as an individual. What sort of things are you kind of contemplating there in terms of what he'll be saying?
I don't know. We will see in a couple of weeks, like you said. Yeah, we haven't really spoke about how we want to play yet, so I guess we just need to wait for Marco to come in here and tell us.
And,
Yeah.
and for a guy like you who's got years in the league, can there be a surprise in what he says?
I doubt it. I mean, from his resume, he had Daryl Sutter his first 6 years in the league, and Daryl Sutter was my favorite coach I ever had in my life. So, I mean, I feel like we have a lot of mutual interest in that. So I like old school coaches. I like direct coaches. I like hard coaches. Not afraid to take a heat from that when I'm deserve it. So, long as you tell in my face, long as you be fair with me and give me what I deserve. So I think that's a good thing to coach.
Well, Daryl was all of that,
Yes,
as you
exactly.
described.
And I think
Did you have to adjust to that?
I did. Yeah, at that time I did for sure. I think I still was young and unexperienced a little bit, but I think that part with Daryl changed my career and changed my life a little bit in a good way. So I think now when I'm looking back, it was a really hard time for me, but now I'm looking back and I'm glad it happened to me. So I wouldn't be in here where I'm at right now without that, for sure.
Nikki, I think you were once famously pretty critical of the Kings system. Have you thought about that at all, if Marco wants to bring that?
I don't think we're playing 1-3-1, if that's your question, yeah.
When there's so many new faces in a locker room, what's your process for introducing yourself to the guys? Are you direct, or do you just let it happen organically, or is it something that happens on the ice?
Well, I'm a pretty direct person, if you guys can tell, right? So I mean, I'm just sometimes I'm coming a little bit too hard towards some people, so it takes some time to adjust to me. But I'm sure my teammates will tell him, hey, he's not an idiot. It comes from his heart. So, but I mean, RV, we play for so long against each other, same as Janot, same as Corrali. So we got a lot of experienced guys. We've been in the league and we played for each other for such a long time. So I'm sure like the guys around the league, they know about each other. It's not like, yeah.